reading comprehension passage? Everyone in meeting. Hey, switch on your webcams. Who is playing the song now? Stop it, huh? Okay, let me check. Where's the document? Yeah, I guess as much. Okay. Oh yeah, send it to Fal. We'll try this question, reading comprehension. I think you all have done this passage last year, but I still want to see. Year 8, most of you, when you were with me in year 8, most of you would have done this. Okay. So hopefully you all can answer now. All of you got the document in the chat? No, you don't need to submit. This is just for us to practice now. You don't need to submit. I know all of you are tired, so just try to answer. Good, Farid. Bilson, you did not receive it. What device are you using, Bilson? PC, you can't receive it. Let me try again and see. Otherwise, one of you from 9-8, can y'all see if y'all can send it to him? Let me see whether I can send you this Word document or not. Cannot Word, cannot. Let me try and sending it. Okay. See now can or not, Bilson? An extract from The Boy Who Talked with Animals. Okay, Parveen, can someone from 9-8 share this document with Bilson? Okay, Bilson, good. Thank you. Who sent it? Whoever sent it in the 9-8 group, thank you so much. Thank you, Celine. I give you time until 3:20, yeah? Okay, just a word of advice. Anyone leaves in between, I will check your names later and attendance won't be taken. I'm actually taking attendance for this, huh? Alamak. Okay, Celine, I will try to send it again. Wow, Tanish, now only can see your face clearly, Tanish. After so long. Oh, someone asked you to on your cam, you can switch on. When I asked to switch on, cannot. You better switch on your cam now.
Tanish, open your cam, man. Tanish, open your
Open,
cam.
open your cam.
Tanish, come on. Everyone wants to see your beautiful face.
Switch on your cam.
Switch on your cam, Tanish. Switch it on.
Shush.
Okay, guys, I just sent you all the PDF of the PowerPoint slides, huh? Five minutes more, guys, and then we will discuss. I see people leaving one by one. Studies are done. Hmm. 3 minutes more. No problem, Joey. Understood. Okay, shall we discuss? I think we can discuss now, because we need to we need to also discuss on the marking schemes for essay later. All right. Yes. Hey, sorry, wait. Okay, for question number 1. At the beginning of the story, what does the narrator think the crowd of people on the beach are looking at? It's a 1-mark question. Okay, at the beginning of the story, the narrator thought or okay guys, question. I think also one thing I must remind you, please follow the tenses used in the question. What does the narrator think? The narrator thinks that okay, use that kind of sentence. So at the beginning of the story, the narrator thinks that the crowd of people on the beach are looking at a fisherman who came with a haul of fish. Okay, it was the fish that he thought of, a lot of fish. Either you say a lot of fish, fishermen who came in with a haul of fish. Okay, fishermen came in with lots of fish, loads of fish, large amount of fish. Okay, gathered to see the fish caught by the fishermen, not fishes. Faris, plural for fish is fish, not fishes. Yeah, these are last year's TE2 questions. I'm just giving you as a practice. Basically, just for you to see how to answer. Okay, so that is a answer. Don't say saw the fisherman or he thought that they were looking at the boat. Unacceptable. Okay, it has to be about the fish and the amount of fish, the large amount of fish. Okay, so that's the answer for number 1. Number 2, why does the crowd create a commotion on the beach? Why was the commotion? What was the commotion about? Yes, because the crowd created a great commotion on the beach because there is a huge turtle. Okay, let me look at the question again. Why does the crowd create a great commotion? The crowd creates, okay? Does is present tense. So why does the crowd create? The crowd creates a great commotion on the beach because there is a huge turtle, or you can say giant turtle. Selva. To look at what the fisherman caught and was holding in his hands? No, wrong. Giant turtle. Curious what the fisherman had caught? No, wrong. They found a very enormous, unusual turtle. Okay, can accepted. Huge turtle. Enormous turtle. Yes, correct. Majestic turtle held upside down. Okay. All right, 1-mark question only. So don't write so much. Okay, guys, no need to give me very long answers. Now, number 3, how does the narrator help the reader to understand the size of the turtle? Let me stop share for a while. Okay, wait, too many answers coming in. Hold on. Your answers. Let me read your answers. The word majestic, wrong. The writer states, I think a tall man could have sat on his back without his feet touching the ground. That is the answer. Okay, now look at the question again, guys. He already said it's enormous, but okay, you must understand the question. How does the writer help the reader to understand the size of the turtle? Let me show you the answer scheme. Okay, by saying if it had been the right way up, a tall man could have sat on it. This is the phrase used to help people picture how enormous the turtle was. If you just say majestic, if you just say enormous, people will not get a proper picture. Okay, but if you give this kind of sentence, this sentence actually helps people. Oh, okay, a tall man. For example, I tell you, oh, tall man for us in school lah. For example, I say maybe picture Dr. Jeet. I think he is considered tall. Okay, so imagine Dr. Jeet sitting on the turtle. Even when Dr. Jeet sits on the turtle, his feet still cannot touch the ground. So that's how big the turtle is. Okay, so this is the answer. All right. Yeah. Adjectives. No, that one no. Using adjectives, no. Compares the size of the turtle to a tall man. Yes, can. Tall man able to sit on his back without his feet touching the ground. Correct. Good. Describing it as enormous, majestic, all wrong. Okay. Ariza, your answer correct. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Okay, which two statements about the turtle up to line 31 are true? Option 1 and 3. It is older than anyone and the head is moving around. Correct. That's the answer. It is older than anyone there, head is moving around. Those are the other only two answers. 1 and 4. How come it's 4? His neck is very smooth. Are you sure his neck is smooth? Let's read the passage. It's long wrinkled neck. Neck is wrinkled. It is not smooth. So number 4 is definitely wrong. Yeah. See? Don't make these mistakes in exam, guys. Simple mistake. It is older than anyone there. Okay? Good. So whoever answered 1 and 4, correct. Now, suggest 2 reasons why the fisherman is holding the rope tightly. Oi, who is that? To prevent the turtle from escaping. That's 1. To stop it from getting away, 1. That's one answer. Another one? Yeah, another answer is he feels proud of himself of capturing an enormous turtle. Or like Pariza also said, to show that he was in charge of the large creature, okay, and had control over it. That's one answer, Pariza. Another one, he didn't want it to escape. Okay, that's the second answer. Okay, so that's the answer. Let me just check the answer scheme. Now, to stop the turtle from escaping, to show the turtle is his because he's proud of catching the turtle. This is the answer for number 5. Selva, I said your answer correct, what? Didn't I? I think I read your answer, right? He feels proud of capturing. He didn't afford to give the turtle, so he had... No, the second one is wrong, Selva. The first one is correct. So you already said he's proud of capturing the turtle. Second one is he didn't want the turtle to escape. Okay, so that's the second answer. All right. Vaibhav, answer wrong. Okay, next question. Give 2 evidences from lines 1 to 13 that show the narrator admires the turtle. Correct, Anje. I had not thought it was possible for a turtle to be as enormous as this. Upside down it lay, this magnificent creature. Actually, the writer said in an admiring tone that what a turtle it was. Correct. That's the answer. Plus, he also thought it wasn't possible for a turtle to be as enormous as this. Okay. Let's see the answer scheme. But what a turtle it was. It was a magnificent creature. Okay, these 2 are the best answers. But of course, you answer in full lah. Here, this answer scheme only gave very short answers. Okay, these are the 2 best answers you can give. But what a turtle it was. It was a magnificent creature. Okay. I think TE2, I accepted the answer. I had not thought it was possible for a turtle to be as enormous as this. I think TE2 last year, I did accept that answer. Okay. All right, that is number 6. Question number 7. Give one word from paragraph 4, which means the same as scared. One word only, guys. Correct. Yes, correct. Vaibhav, Anje, Elizabeth, Daniel, Selva. Is that word in paragraph 4? Pariza, correct. You must get the word from paragraph 4. So the answer is alarmed and no other answers accepted. Okay, that's for number 7. Number 8. Look at paragraph 4. What is the narrator's opinion of what is happening on the beach? Correct. Hey, wait. Rinu, tick 1 box, not 2. Guys, if they ask you to tick 1 box and you tick 2, this kind of questions you will get wrong. Immediately I'll put 0 because I'm not sure which one you want as your answer. If they say 2 and you mark 3, out of the 3 only one, let's say out of the 3, 2 correct, I will only give you 1. Because the other 2, I'm not sure which one you want. Okay, guys? So answer? Yes, answer is the 4th one. Okay? The narrator thinks the crowd should show the turtle respect. Good. I I think number 10, we don't need to discuss. We already discussed just now in the PowerPoint slide. Explain the line, the crowd froze, in your own words. Why did the crowd freeze? Basically, you're supposed to answer, why did the crowd freeze? So why? Were they surprised and shocked at the huge creature? No, that's not the reason they froze. No, they were not amazed by the enormous creature. Correct. The exclaiming sound from the narrator. The crowd froze or freezed because they were alarmed by the sudden high-pitched scream. Very good, Daniel. That's the answer. They were alarmed by the high-pitched scream. Okay. Number 9. The the crowd stopped or was still. Wait, what's the question again? Sorry. Explain the line, the crowd froze. Okay. So, the crowd stopped or was still because of a high-pitched scream. Ken, Faris. Silva, what's your answer? Ready? Okay, that means the crowd stopped still. Silva, you've missed that part out. Okay, so number 10, just now when we did, these are some answers that you can give. Short sentences, the use of the word suddenly, these are writer's effects. Okay, so correct, Pariza, it means that the crowd was in shock and didn't know how to act, causing them to be in shock and therefore freeze. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is just some practice for reading comprehension. Now, let's look at the marking scheme for essay as I promised you the other day. Okay, I'm going to close this so that it doesn't take up a lot of space. And then I will show you some examples of essay that I've marked. Okay, and how I've given marks for it. Okay, guys. The crowd was immovable. Why using words like immovable or? Yeah, I will, because this paper is out of 50, I will then times by 2. All right. So remember the other day, I already told you content, purpose, and audience, 8 marks, right? So response has relevant ideas and your contents are all developed in detail. That means you have proper main ideas, you have proper or enough supporting details, okay, to create a clear and consistent relationship between writer and reader. And you also must have clear, you must have clearly established whether it's an article, a report. This is supposed to be, this exam you're having writing to inform. So whether it's an informational writing, so whether you have enough facts or not to back it up. Okay, so if you meet this criteria, you will get 7 to 8 around there. Okay, and then when you get 5 to 6, what happens? The response has relevant ideas and contents which are developed with some details, okay, and with some awareness of reader. Main features of the text type are evident. Tone is appropriate for the purpose and largely sustained. Vocabulary is relevant for the purpose of the essay. All right, next, you will see 3 to 4, what happens? Includes basic information relevant for the purpose. Some awareness of the reader may be shown. General aspects of the text type are evident. Okay, writer's tone established. So remember, writer's tone, the text type must be there. If the text type, let's say it requires you to write a newspaper report, but you don't have the format, then you lose marks here. Okay. Bye, Jarui and Angel. Okay, and then 1 to 2. The response has remitted relevance to the task. That means it doesn't answer the question at all. Okay, some elements of the text type are seen. Writer's tone is present but inconsistent. That means some parts of it sounds like informational. Some parts of it, some of them they add narrative with, dialogues and all. No, that is not how informational writing should be. Okay, so simple use of vocabulary then is 1 to 2 marks. All right, I'll go back top to talk about spelling first. So when do you get 3? Spelling almost completely accurate with a wide range of words correctly attempted. Okay, then you get 3. When do you get 2? Spelling is generally accurate over a reasonable range of words. Some polysyllabic and more difficult words in frequent use are spelled correctly. You get 2. Okay. Simple words used successfully. Frequent errors in commonly occurring words, 1. Okay. 0 meaning you have a lot of errors. Often make the same mistake. You get 0. This one, I'm sorry, I can't send this document to all of you. This is just for me to show you now. Okay, guys, and then text structure and organization. Okay, your paragraphs and all must be presented logically. Your points must be logical to help the development of your ideas. And it must have an introduction and a conclusion. You see here, well-crafted paragraphs. That means there must be a smooth flow from one paragraph to the other. Okay, text structure. I've already spoken to you about this in class. So you get about 6 to 7. All right, response generally coherent. Okay, so this one you get 4 to 5. Paragraphs or sections are evident. Okay, 2 to 3, response is clear, but there's no proper logical sequence in your development of ideas. Okay, if you don't structure your paragraphs properly, you might get only 2 or 3. Basic sequencing of material grouped by content, 1. Okay, so that is text structure. Going to sentence structure and punctuation marks. Here, a range of appropriate and varied sentence structures. Okay, that means you don't use the same sentence, start sentence the same with the same words all the time. Okay, use of sentence features contributes to the overall development of the text. Okay, your grammar, tenses, your agreement, subject-verb agreement, word order. Punctuation is correctly used to enhance the writing. You get 6 to 7. Okay, appropriate use of sentence structures. Okay, grammar and punctuation mostly accurate, 4 to 5. Limited or partially effective use of complex sentence structures. Okay, mostly try to use compound complex sentence. We have already learned this last year. Mix your sentence structures, guys. Remember we did simple sentence, compound, complex, compound, complex. Mix all this. Okay, mix all these sentences. And then grammar and punctuation is usually correct. Okay, you get 2 to 3. Simple sentence structures are used successfully. Some correct use of grammar and punctuation. For example, full stops and capitals. Probably you'll get 1. All right. And then, I think that's all, I think. Yeah, 4. Okay. Essay is 25 marks, my dear. Now only asking me how many marks. How many times I already told essay is 25. Okay, so that is what we are looking at. Now let me show you examples that I have. One example, okay, that I have marked. I will show you how I marked this essay. 3 essays I have here. So let me show you. This is from, remember we did the one on cyberbullying, the essay. Okay, so this essay asks you, explain to your fellow students ways to counteract cyberbullying. So your essay, 3/4 of your essay must be talking about ways to counteract cyberbullying. So if you look at this, yes, they have a title, very important title for your essay. This is his or her introduction paragraph. Not bad, except for this line. Seems like it's hanging, also known as cyberbullying, like came out from nowhere like that. But otherwise, the introduction was good. This second paragraph, the main idea here is ignore the comments. You see this sentence and all is fine. But suddenly it comes to sharing passwords is a big no-no. How is this explaining the main idea of ignoring the comments? Okay, so logic, this one, when it comes to text structure, doesn't make sense. You lose marks there. Okay, I think the other points are okay. And then here, one punctuation, see, small letter. Probably because you're typing, you forgot. That's why I said, next time read, especially when you're typing it in the Google form, read your essay a few times. Okay. This one is not by, but use the word to. So what did I give for this student? Content, purpose, and audience, I gave 6. Okay, because she has the main ideas. Okay, however, not much of facts given. Okay, so you lose a bit of marks there. Okay, actually this one also I think I'm being a bit lenient lah. Text structure and organization, I gave 6 because she mixed up her supporting details which are not meant for that main idea. So I gave 6. Sentence structure and punctuation, most of it she got correct, except for this one part here where, you know, here, this sentence I don't understand. And then here, punctuation mark. Okay, so I gave 5. And then sentence, okay, spelling I gave 3 because not much of spelling. She doesn't have any spelling errors actually. Okay, so I gave 3. Total, this student got 20 out of 25 for this essay. Okay, let me go down to another one. Sorry. Okay, this student got 23. Okay, now this one doesn't have a title. If you don't have a title, deduct 1 mark, guys. Please remember. What is? Depends on how many, one spelling mistake depends on what kind of word was that. If it's a simple word, then maybe I will deduct 1 mark. Okay, so no title. Actually, the essay is good. This essay is very good. However, this is supposed to be informational writing. I don't see any kind of the use of facts, you know, like statistics and all to back up. If you had included 1 or 2, it would have been very good. Okay, you would have gotten probably 24 or maybe even 25. Okay, and here instead of using although, it must be however. Okay, guys, save your questions for the end. Okay, so counselors spelling, please check your British and American spelling, guys. Counselors for British is double L. Okay, so what did I give this student? Content, purpose, and audience, I gave 6 because, you know, the facts were not right. Okay, didn't have much of facts. Maybe 1 or 2 could have included. Okay, text structure and organization, I gave 7. Sentence structure and punctuation, I gave 7. Why? Okay, because this person has used, even the previous one I showed you. Okay, they have used hyphen. Okay, use of apostrophe, I saw somewhere. Where did I see apostrophe? A hyphen here. Okay. I think I saw apostrophe somewhere. I don't remember. Okay, so a few punctuation marks used. So good. And spelling, I gave 3. Okay, because one word, one simple word only. Okay, so double L. Actually, if it's American, then it would have been the correct spelling. Okay, so that's why I gave 3. All right, so this is 1. So total, this person got 23 out of 25. Okay, so let's look at another type of essay. Okay, no title, and this one is actually way out of topic. Okay, and then don't, this is formal writing, guys. Do not use words like don't, it's, okay, won't. So this one all you lose marks in your spelling. Okay, but this is good. You had some facts. Okay, your facts is there, but you see here I wrote does not answer the question at all. You, instead of writing how to prevent cyberbullying or how to overcome cyberbullying, you in general, you spoke about cyberbullying in general. Okay, you did not talk about how to prevent or overcome it. And please do not use this slash for the word or. His or her. So you write the word, spell out the word or. Okay, so I gave content, purpose and audience. Sorry, and audience. I only gave 2 out of 8 because it did not answer the question. Text structure and organization, I gave 3. You have introduction, you have conclusion. Okay, sentence structure and punctuation, I gave you 5 because I don't see a lot of sentence structure problems. Okay, and then your spelling, I gave 1. See, because this one a lot. Okay, and then you didn't spell out the word or. So you get 11 out of 25. That is why it's very important, okay, to read the question. Make sure you don't go out of topic. Okay, guys. No, Renu, like I mentioned, depends what kind of words you have your mistake. If it's very difficult words, okay, like just now counselors, actually it's correct if it's the American spelling, but since you're using British, so I didn't deduct marks for that also. Depends lah, if my mood is good also, I won't deduct lah. Like I said, okay, don't, if it's difficult words and you only have 1 spelling error, maybe I'll give you 2 or 3. Okay, if it's like a lot of spelling errors, difficult words you use a lot and you have spelling errors in them, then I'll give you 2. But simple words, you have a lot of spelling errors, then I'll give you 1 or 0. No lah, I will usually follow the marking scheme, and trust me, I am very lenient. If I'm going to follow the marking scheme exactly, you would be getting lesser than what I showed you just now. I'm very sorry, I cannot give you the PDF of this marking scheme because I know some of you then will come back to me, Miss, this one said this one said this, can you please give me extra marks for this or not? Can you please add marks for this or not? No, I'm showing you now. I already explained in class that day what I'm looking for in your essay. So follow that and do. Any questions besides asking me for the marking scheme for essay? All of you are clear? I hope this clinic was useful for all of you. Extra marks for coming to today's clinic. No. But, you know, if I think I can give you pity marks later, probably lah, I'll feel pity for you. Okay, guys? All right. It's very good that all of you came and joined the clinic. Okay, and you stayed throughout the end. So a huge applause for all of you. Okay, guys. So all the best for your exam next week. All right. See you after break. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care. Have a nice weekend. 24.